All right. Salute to the tribe. What is going on? What's happening? If the audio doesn't sound right, I don't care. You know, it's a lot going on out here. And with all the natural fires that we're having, you're lucky that we have any cell phone signal, period. So if you don't know, look up Western North Carolina and look up the wildfires that are going on out here. So look, it is what it is. Okay. Anyway, look, man, your cutoff game, it's gotta be crazy when you're out here in these streets, man. Your cutoff game, listen, the only thing that these women are gonna respect is a man that'll cut them off at the drop of a dime. You have to understand this. Listen, I'm hearing a lot of talking going on, man. But it's mainly online, man. Out here in the real life, dude, women are not talking that same way. They know better. They're seeing what's going on. Man, I'm seeing women out walking dogs more than I've ever seen women in this neighborhood, period. Let alone women out here. I mean, I'm talking about women in their 20s, possibly early 30s. And I love dogs. That's an easy way for me to, you know what I'm saying, strike up a conversation. And these women are walking right by the front of my house. I've never seen these people before. Wearing makeup. Is that like, I'm sure women wear makeup all the time whenever they go for walks, you know. But listen, when you have a great cutoff game, because people love to take advantage of social norms that they assume that you're going to live by as well. But when you show them that you're not, and I'm not saying be, you know what I'm saying, indignant. I'm talking about just, I'm not going to go off of the assumed you can say whatever you want and I have to, nah. You cut them off. You get rid of them. You make sure they're not in your energy. You got to smash that like button. We're working our way out of being shadow banned. But yeah, man, when people know that you'll cut them off and block them and stuff like that, it demands a certain level of respect. You might not think it, but it does. People have grown to be obsessed with social media, and they're obsessed with what people think about them, and they're obsessed with what people think about what they say. So when you're like one of those people that operate outside of that, where none of the stuff means anything to you, I mean, it's a great way to network, meet people, and build business, but your entertainment is not, it doesn't really derive from social media, the internet, right? You have things in the real world that you can do. So cutting people off is very easy for you, especially like social media people. And a lot of you keep people around you that you don't necessarily need. And these people will always find a reason and try to find a way to check you, humble you, things of that nature, man. But when you have like strict boundaries, people know not to play with you. They can try or whatever from a safe distance, but you're not really having those issues. You start attracting people to you that are on your level. And sometimes being on your level is just someone that doesn't mind giving credit where credit is due, and letting you know if they're inspired by you or whatever, without fear of their ego being exposed. Hey, what's going on, fam? What's going on? Salute. Got one of the tribe members in the house. Absolutely, man. It's a skill that not too many people have anymore. And when you don't put all your business on social media, people like to make assumptions. And when you don't go along to get along, you know what I'm saying? And the going along to get along is part of the social norm thing I'm talking about. That's part of it. the going along to get along is there's understood things that we do in society collectively that aren't really rules, but we kind of abide by it. But those same unspoken rules can be used against you, right? Because they can assume that you're going to go by it and then based off that try to attack you in some type of way. But when you're the kind of person where they don't know what you're going to do, they don't know if you're going to react a certain kind of way. Oh, the sun came out. What am I talking about? I'm outside. Of course it's going to come out. Shoot. You know what I mean? It's been raining cats and dogs, if you don't know. It just stopped. And when they don't know if you're going to abide by those social norms, and they can't find little ways to trigger you by building profiles off of what they assume you're going to do, it makes you a dangerous individual. And when you don't go through, like I said, like when you're working somewhere, there's cliques and different ways that people that are already working there feel like everybody should go about if they want to, make, rank or go further in their career or expand on social media. And when you move in a way where you don't abide by that, i.e., if you're like a content creator and you don't kiss certain ass and jump in certain live streams and go along with what certain people say and don't call out anything, then, what I'm saying, they feel like you're dangerous. They don't know what you're going to do. They don't think that they can trust you, so I'm saying they do whatever they feel like they can do. The only way to control you is act like you don't, not act like you don't exist, but just, just don't even try to directly interact. But the thing about it is, I don't know, man. I guess everybody just assumes that everybody's the same way. And even if I say, I'm a Army combat veteran, 2-time, Army combat veteran, 2 wars, serving the country, serving y'all, I'll have some goofy content creator in a fake profile say something like stolen valor. And it's a content creator, somebody stalking me, because why would a random, troll say that unless they've watched a few videos where I've spoken about being in the military? But again, this is stuff that someone thinks they can say based off of what they assume you're going to react to what they're saying from what they've seen other veterans react to it, and then they assume you're going, and I'm like, okay, whatever. Total stranger. You don't know nothing about me. Obviously, you're just trying to trigger. And this kind of stuff and the way you move, man, it just bothers people. It's a lot of ways that people that are malicious and wicked control people. And they can't control you with what others think of you or them labeling you a certain kind of way. Like, for example, let's say like passport dudes that are in other countries and like Thailand or something. And if those guys that are already there start trying to talk about guys that are coming over there in a certain kind of light, like if this guy, went through he went through a divorce or whatever, he's probably a pookie or he's a bad guy. If this guy's getting online and he rants or, crash out, whatever y'all call, he obviously must be a bad guy or something like that. If we can't figure out how this guy's making money, then we'll just assume that he's some type of drug dealer. And, we'll just, say that to the women over here. They'll try to find a way to make sure that no one wants to be involved or deal with you. I was talking to my dad, man. And because, again, I get trolled a lot, and I've been getting trolled a lot for over 2 years. So I know random trolls. I pretty much can figure out AI trolls or whatever. And I can also figure out people that are watching too much of my content and then trying to troll with a tailored made, comment to try to get under my skin. And I'm going to tell you something. The friends I have that watch my content, they watch it when they can and they try to. And my family members and the people that support me, but the ones that are probably watching it almost every day that don't reach out to me in no kind of way are probably haters. You know what I'm saying? So I can't you can't never acknowledge anything that's being said to you when it comes to social media and the internet, because people, especially these wicked people, they run to the internet to escape their reality, and then they go there to project on the people that seem like they're happy the real world reality that they're dealing with every day that they hate. You know what I'm saying? And when you understand this kind of stuff, it don't really bother you. You know what I mean? You know, we have these weird expectations put on us by American women. You know, they're talking crazy because they're easily led. So they want to decrease the population. They start all these different agendas, and you know, they start telling women that they should want men over 6 foot, and you're settling if you don't have a man over 6 foot. Then women add their little spin to it, and the guy's got to be 6'3", 6'4", therefore, you know, lowering their chances of ever really finding a man, because no matter what they look like, they think they qualify. This is what I'm talking about. So you're getting projected onto you while you're minding your business, doing everything that you're supposed to be doing to be the best version of yourself. But then women are allowing themselves to be led by God knows who for God knows what, you know, to tell them that they're settling if the man is not a certain height. And that should be critically important. And then they project that on to us, and it don't matter what height that woman is or whatever, she could be 3'5", you know, almost 7 inches shorter than you, and still call you short. In what world? In what world? You know what I'm saying? So why don't you just go somewhere like Thailand or the Philippines, where the men's average height is what, 5'4", 5'5" on a good day, and the women probably 5 foot even. So you go over there and you're a basketball player height, man, to everybody else, where height is not an issue, where you're looking at Thai women do street interviews saying that over a certain height is too tall, and they wouldn't want anyone over the height of 5'9", 5'10". So you know, you have to shift your reality, man, to match, you know, whatever you have as a vision. You can't be in the States, man, trying to dream big, and then some woman thinks that she's settling for you because you're not over 6 foot, as great of a man as you are. That's crazy. They act like they're getting some kind of bargain deal by getting this great guy, but since he's not over a certain height, he should be, you know, jumping ecstatic for whatever leftover woman he ends up with. And it's the craziness, man, that we deal with over here. As to the reason why, you know, like I said, I was talking to my dad and talking about going over there, and he was bringing up, oh, you hear about the earthquake that happened in Thailand? I'm like, I got 3 backup places to go to. If that place looks like it's too compromised to get there right now, then I'll go somewhere else for a little while and wait it out, or whatever the case may be. And you know, one of the places was like, you know, talking to my dad about Vietnam, and my dad always wanted to visit Vietnam because, you know, he was worried they're going to draft him or try to draft him or something like that. And my dad was like, man, I ain't done nothing to those people over there. I ain't going over there starting them. You know, that's how my dad is. Believe it or not, even though I'm a veteran, that's how my dad is. He's like, I'll leave this country, man. It's like, you would have looked a lot different if they would have tried to draft me. I ain't doing nothing. My dad is all, hey, I ain't put myself in no harm's risk over some crap that they're making up, and we don't even know. He's always been that way. You know what I'm saying? He's always been that way. And so we're just chopping it up, man. And he's I don't know what my dad been watching, man, but he's become extremely red pill. You know, I think he's watching my content, but he don't never tell me he does. But he be talking some red pill stuff now. He wasn't talking this stuff when I was younger. I'm like, you listening to? He's like, yeah, these women out here, man, all these kids are having, man, and they want to have them. Like, where you getting this information from? You know what I'm saying? But we was on the same page with it. And he's like, yeah, I completely understand. Just make sure you careful with the country you go to. You ain't having a whole bunch of earthquakes and stuff like that going on. I'm like, all right. But you got to, you know, for yourself to become the greatest version. They're always talking about you got to surround yourself with 5 friends. Man, you got to surround yourself with positivity all the way around. Not just 5 people that are doing better than you, or You got to surround yourself all the way around. Your environment needs to be that way. The people you engage with, any of that stuff. You know what I mean? And like talking to my dad about cutting certain things off and cutting people off, and he's a king of cutting people off, man. You know what I mean? He's always been known. He'll cut somebody off real quick. If you're talking crazy or he got to come out of pocket around you, man, he cuts you off real quick. You know what I mean? And my dad's 70 years old, getting around very well. So obviously, that's the way to go about it. So having those strict boundaries, man, even though you're going to have people hating on you, you got to have them, man. You got to have that strict cutoff game. You got to be able to just be like, nah, I'm not. Hey, LeBron, let me know how the audio sounds too, man. I don't be having no one let me know. And I know the audio be sounding bad sometimes, but remember, I'm out here. This place has been on fire for almost a week. So you're lucky that they haven't turned off the cell phone towers, period. You know what I mean? So you got to be out here complaining. You're trolling. Absolutely, man. Everything, man. Like I'm going to where the air is going to be cleaner. I can get fresh fruit. Eating obviously way better. Cost of living is cheaper, so my money goes longer. And the women over there are going to appreciate my dollar way more. You know what I mean? Appreciate it, brother. Appreciate it. Salute. Trying to make sure I don't go over 20 minutes so I can see if this video hit the algorithm. But I'm gonna go live. I was talking to my dad for like 4 hours. I was supposed to go live like 4 hours ago, but I just wanted to call him up, talk to him. Ended up talking to him longer than I thought I would, but it was a good chat. It's a good chat. You know what I'm saying? It was a good chat. And it's just I don't know, man. I just feel like if you really want to be successful out here, dating is just not the way to go in the States. And despite like whatever's going on, like who's to say that Thailand doesn't get earthquakes all the time? Probably not on that level. But who's to say that these planes haven't been dropping out the skies for a year or so now? But whatever the algorithms decide to push to the forefront, for whatever reasons it's doing it for, you can't let that discourage you, man. 7-Eleven on the timer, man. You gotta go make it happen, because I'm not gonna stay here in this situation wishing I could get out, or wishing I could experience something different, or wishing I had different women to experience it with. I'm gonna put myself in a place where the women are, enjoying the men, loving on the men, love a man for being a man. Everything's more traditional. You don't have women trying to convince you that you're wrong for the way that you look at life and the way relationships supposed to be, that you need to evolve. And apparently to evolve would be to evolve to whatever they want you to be. You know what I mean? Which is super weird to me. It's super weird to me. And these women that claim that they don't need you and they can do whatever without you, won't leave you alone, and always got something to say about you, and studying you like crazy. Like I said in my last live stream, I jumped in this TikTok live stream, or maybe I didn't talk to y'all about it. I was talking to my dad about it. But yeah, I went yesterday and jumped in this TikTok live stream because I was scrolling, and this live stream popped up, and there's a bunch of women bashing dudes, man, just going off. And I'm just like, just get online and just make them. And it was dudes in there not really saying nothing, but there were some dudes in the comment section of the live stream talking. And I said a few things, and this chick started stuttering and looking at the comment section. I'm like, is she familiar with my work? And she's like, I'm gonna block this nigga. And she blocked me. And I was like, I don't know this person, so she must know me. And I didn't even get started yet. Y'all wasn't even like cranking out the big guns yet. I was just getting warmed up. Y'all was saying some stuff that really shouldn't have been blocked. But again, jumping in that live stream, it was like 7 people and everybody was having a good kiki. But then when I start typing something in the comment, everybody gets quiet. These people be knowing, man, look, people be knowing who you are and how you move. Your reputation precedes you, man, and that's the way you want it to be. Like I swear, I'm not even. She blocked me, so you can't even be like, oh, you be tripping. No, I said like 4 things in there, And one of them was only like, the last one was like, women don't even see 80% of men. And I said that y'all only want 20% of the guys. And then I said passport 2 times. That's all I said. If there were dudes in there like getting at them, dudes in there talking about her long titties. You know what I'm saying? This chick's titty. Let me stop before I get flagged, man. Y'all be out here having them out, man, but y'all need to be getting them sports bras or those push-up bras. Cause all titties ain't made the same. Flapjacks, you can keep them. But I mean, dudes were just going off, and I said a few things, and she was like, "I'm gonna block this nigga." I'm like, "Wait a minute, you talking about me? I just got on it. Block me." You know what I'm saying? Block me. And again, I appreciate that. That way I ain't gonna never deal with her hate watching my content. You know, but reputation preceded me. Women, look, women love to be able to say what they want to say. And they like to be like, oh yeah, these dudes ain't gonna, man, listen, these women know I'm about those words. Like I'm about those words. And I'd rather have women that know how I roll and know that I ain't gonna play none of that than having these women out here that are taking chances and taking shots. You know, like, nah, I ain't taking no strays, man. Not whatsoever. You know, now if you're in my comment section trying to troll me, I ain't paying no attention. You know what I'm saying? But I wasn't even gonna go crazy. And she went ahead and blocked. It was like I told you, it was like I stole all the air in the room when I got up in there and I started talking. And I don't even be on TikTok like that. I don't even go live on there like that. You know what I mean? But my boundaries, man, my standard, the way that I move, my reputation precedes me, man. And even though these people out here be acting like they don't know who I am, that's how you really know they know who you are. You know, they don't want to rub you the wrong way. They don't want you to know that they know that you that they don't want you to know that they're watching you and paying attention. You know what I'm saying? Some of these people are probably terrified to go live. They scared I'm gonna jump up in there and start saying stuff. You know what I mean? Like, look, I am not messy in that kind of way. You doing your little live stream or whatever. I don't even watch y'all live streams because I don't know if I'm out to fast forward or not. You know what I'm saying? And if I gotta fast forward it more than once, then I just hit the like button and keep it trucking. I don't want to watch the rest of it. You know, you going live, I can't do that. So nah, I don't watch none of y'all stuff live. You know what I mean? If any live stream pops up, it's because I'm watching a video and it rolled into your live stream after that video while I was working out. But you know, you got to maintain your frame. You got to have your boundaries, and part of your boundaries got to be a real swift, cutoff game, right? And my cutoff game works like this: like if you seem like a fuck boy or some fuck chick, man, content creator or whatever, whoever, right? I block your channels, and if I can't block you on YouTube, then you'll eventually pop up in my Instagram. I block you on Instagram. Like if you want to know if I dislike you, like, because I don't just block anybody on Instagram. Like you really get on my nerves by your face, your personality, the way you look, the way you look like you smell, the way you dress, the way you do your hair, whatever you wear. Everything about you disgusts me. I don't want to be a hater of yours, so I block you. So if you're blocked on Instagram, you are really a piece of shit to me. Why would you be on that list? The only people I have on that list is my ex-wife and her entire family and her troll accounts. Why would you be on there if you're not, somebody that seems like you're making garbage content? And the problem is YouTube don't really let you block people like that. You can hide someone from your channel if you're in your browse and you run across their video, whatever. But if their video pops up after a video that you watched, you can't block them on YouTube. So get you on Instagram every time. Oh, I love it. I love it. Every time one of you people I can't stand that's in my feed on YouTube and you pop up my Instagram, I might start recording it and putting it on TikTok when I block y'all. I get such gratification out of it. I probably shouldn't, because on Instagram when you hit block and then you hit back, it says blocking and the video's playing for a little bit, and I just wave y'all bye-bye. You know what I'm saying? Because it plays a little bit, and then when it finally blocks you, it rolls to the next video. So you'll be sitting there running your mouth, saying a bunch of stupid ass shit, and it's getting blocked, and it's so satisfying, man. Because a lot of y'all are straight trash, and you'll do whatever it takes to hit the algorithm. You're causing a divide between men and women on both sides, but I'm mostly blocking women over there. You know, because when dudes pop up, I mostly scroll most of the time anyway. If you're not a content creator I want to watch, I mostly scroll anyway. Like if I'm not hitting the like button on your videos, I'm mostly scrolling if you pop in my feed and you're a dude. But if you're a woman, I'm gonna look at you, you know what I'm saying, see what you're saying. I'm gonna go to your Instagram, go through a couple videos, and I'm like, she's full of shit. And then I'm gonna block you. Block you, especially when y'all start off videos like, I'm tired of seeing, you ain't gotta worry about being tired of me no more. Block. You know what I'm saying? These guys out here, these guys who? Guys you know or guys you watching? You know what? Not specific enough. Block. I keep watching these videos. Why you keep watching? Let me show you how it's done. Block. Dumbass shit. Rage bait shit. It don't make any sense to me. They'll be making a whole video based off nothing. And then going off and cussing and all emotional and looking everywhere to remember what. I'm like, what is this video based off of? Is this a man that you was with? No. Is this a man that's actually texting you? No. It's men that you say that you've noticed. What does that mean? That don't mean nothing. You're just talking. You're trying to hit the out. They tell them themselves. It ain't like they're lying to us. They straight up be telling on themselves. Like, yeah, I was scrolling Instagram and I keep running across. Why don't you run across something different or get off Instagram? What the hell are you talking about? You know? On here just saying nothing and babbling and whining, making things worse. But yeah, man, I like that about Instagram. That's why I fuck with Instagram a little bit. That's why I started fucking with it. And it shows people that are like trying to like watch you on the sneak. In the block column at the bottom, it shows you accounts you might want to block based off of other accounts I've blocked. You can't get away with nothing over there. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, and then I'll have someone try to troll me and say stuff like, and I mean like people in my comments, you know it's weak to block people. I mean, whatever you feel. Why would however you feel about whatever I'm doing matter to me? Why would it matter to me? What does that mean? Oh, no, I don't know. And I don't care. Why do you think I do? I don't care what you think. I don't care what anybody else thinks about what I'm doing, or I wouldn't do it. You're trying to make me care? Oh, well, good luck. Good luck. I went through my whole military career being the same way that I am, got to the rank I wanted to, and the job I wanted to. Why would I not stay the way that? No, I'm not changing for nobody. Kissing no butt for nothing, and I'm gonna say how it is. It is what it is. That cutoff game has to be strong. The boundaries I'm creating right now, you guys, I'm getting out here dating, like once you like, wherever you live at, like where I'm moving to, it's gonna be, really pimped out, man. The women will start hitting you up like crazy. Like, women are kind of like, hitting me up now, kind of like putting in their bid a little bit, let me know that they like the idea of traveling and they thought about it. And some of them are already like, oh yeah, I'm already overseas moving around. Like, oh yeah, I bet you are. You know what I'm saying? I bet, which is, it's still fine because they're still putting in their bid before I got there. They didn't wait completely at the finish line. So, we'll see where that goes. But that cutoff game, man, and them knowing that you're not going to take nothing. And even though like it seemed like I get a lot of hate comments or whatever, that's just on like YouTube, man. Like when I'm on TikTok, women show up and they're like, man, I really appreciate you. And I look at their little avatar picture, and these are like women in their 30s and below, attractive women. Most of them are black women. And most of the time they're talking about they watch my YouTube channel. Like, I'll be watching your YouTube channel. So, and these women are like TikTokers, or I've never, never commented on any of my YouTube videos. They don't comment, but they're watching it. And then if I probably start going live on Instagram more, they might check in over there too. So I'm gonna start doing that. But definitely on TikTok, women check in all the time. If I go for a walk and go live on TikTok, I'll start reposting them up over here. Women will check in like, hey, and some of them be like, subscribe to my channel like the Wolf, and I be going off over there, man. You know what I mean? And they don't mind it. They know I'm not talking to them. I'm just putting information out there. So, of course, there's women that can't stand what I'm saying, and they got a lot to say about it. And there's always going to be hating dudes, because when dudes see you get women, and they know because they go through your comments and stuff, and dudes watch your live streams, as weird as it sounds, and they watch the women, they interact with you and stuff. So when dudes know you get women, they start throwing jabs your way, man. That's just what dudes, well, not all dudes, but low vibrational, low lives, they have a low IQ. That's what they do, man. You know what I'm saying? So I don't even be worried about that. And the women, man, again, you can't gaslight me, because you have options of men in your DMs. You run into men in real life if you would ever leave your house, but you're correcting me, and you're in my comment section telling me that I'm wrong, and you've already lost. I know you're obsessed with me. I know that you think about me, and you think about my lips on you, and God knows whatever else. Like you trying to tell me your perspective on whatever I said. Man, women don't waste their time trying to give their perspective to men that they don't find attractive, in whatever way and for whatever reason you find me attractive. But that's just what it is. So when and that's a lot of reason why a lot of people that are content creators don't want to say too much to me, because the first thing I'm gonna do is say, oh yeah, you must like me. You got a critique on me to that level, you must like me. You know what I'm saying? And to some degree, if some chick came over to my channel and she was a content creator, and she's like, oh yeah, you've made a couple videos using my video, you must like, I probably do like you in some type of way. I probably do. I might find you attractive. I might find the way that you move attractive. I probably do. I'm not gonna waste my time. You more than likely look good. I'll give you that much. Like physically in the face, you must look good, because I wouldn't dare waste my time looking at a mud duck. But I'm not going to be in denial about it. Oh yeah, you must be attractive in some type of way if I'm watching you, or I'm critiquing your video or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Or watching you to look up ideas to, you know what I'm saying? But these women don't never want to admit stuff like that, man. It's all good though. I got my way of seducing them, and I'm going to turn this up. I'm turning it all the way up, man. I'm getting in my quiet storm bag. I'm running off all this winter weight. So whenever I get ready to get back on TikTok and whatever else I'm going to do, man, everything is right. I'm going to seduce the crap out of these women, man. This summer, man, it's going to be a whole different summer, ladies. I'm telling you. My goal is to get you wet. I don't care how much you think you can't stand me. My goal is going to be to get y'all wet, because I can't stop you from watching me. So I need these watch hours to be right. I don't need you fast forwarding it through shit. You need to listen to my voice, and every word, every syllable. I want you to be just, on the edge of your seat. As a matter of fact, I'm going to start recommending headphones for the women. Go ahead and get your noise cancellation headphones, ladies. You're going to need it for this live stream. You want to hear the rumble of my voice, man, rippling through your body while you're using that rose. We're going to get it in. And I have some great ideas for when I move over to Thailand. I was running by my dad. He even thought they were great ideas. He was like, yeah, they ain't doing that over there. Like, no, they're not. They're not. No one's putting any thought in anything. They're just, copy paste what everybody else is doing. You know what I'm saying? So, look, man, the sky's the limit. And real quick, man, before I go, because I'm gonna get back on here and go live while I'm out here on the golf course. At some point in time, I'll be on the golf course. So, we'll chop it up out there. I see that some people like to see the back out in nature walks and stuff like that. So, I'm just trying to inspire. I'm not over here trying to brag. I'm not over here trying to make anyone feel bad for not being on a certain level of fit or whatever. I'm just trying to inspire and get you to want to do more. It's exactly what it is. They'll never admit it though. they'll project it back onto us, man, redirect it, and be like it's us bitter, and it's not them, even though we're not asking for them, and we're not trying to be with them, but it's us. It's not them. It's never them. What can you do? Get on here and look the best you can. And again, I'm moving into a different direction, you guys. I'm still going to be making reaction videos, of course, but I'm going to definitely do those a little bit differently. And I want to make some original content, some OC, so I'm going to start working on some OC. So support it. And even if it's kind of rough in the beginning, give it some time. I'll always refine whatever I'm doing, but I want to get on here and just do some talking, less reacting to videos, because I really don't like promoting these women out here, man. These horrible, wicked, raunchy ass leftover females. Every time that we react to their videos and they get clout from it, man, we're putting money in their pockets. So if I can talk about the trash without paying the trash, then I'd rather do that, because I just the videos that they're putting out, the new stuff they're putting out, they're getting worse and worse and worse. I mean, they're just saying whatever, and you can tell that they're mad about whatever podcasters are saying. They're mentioning us by name, so that they're hate. What you can't win when women have nothing else. When a woman is bitter and she has nothing else better to do, she completely weaponizes social media. As a man, you don't have the time nor the patience, nor would you sit online all day long and hate watch people. But that's what you have going on. They're obsessed, they're addicted. You know what I'm saying? Either they're posting up content where they're going off about whatever they heard you say, or they're watching you say what you're saying, and then running back and then saying, these people 40 and up, these older guys, man, they're horrible to society. They're these podcasters. Oh, gotcha. You said podcasters. You're watching podcasters. These podcasters are sending a horrible message, and these younger guys are listening. Oh, does it sound like the younger guys don't want to date you anymore? And are they telling you stuff that you've heard podcasters say? Now, what would it matter if you were giving those young guys a good product? You must be fembotting your way through things, babble, yapping, trying to escape accountability with the word salad, buzz, trendy words that you're saying, and he's catching you up and everything, asking 2, 3, and 4 tier questions. You can't follow through because everything that you're regurgitating is only surface level. You can only probably go like 2 questions deep, and he's cooking you up, and you can no longer lie about your past. You can no longer get away with having a bad past and move into another city or town. You know what I'm saying? You start doing wicked, twisted stuff, he's going to start asking you questions, start asking you things about your phone, asking you if you have any male friends, asking certain questions, and not saying he'll ask you directly how many bodies you have, but he might ask you how many guys you've dated, and just looking to see how you react to it calmly, or do you start flipping out and what kind of question is that? How dare you? You know what I'm saying? And then you do what you got to do from that. You move on. And now, since they can't get these retirement plans, they're running around with a good time, and they want to catch any guy when they're starting to get, hit the wall or whatever we call it. When they start having these epiphanies, it's always a woman in her late 20s, early 30s. I wonder why it's always that. It's never a woman that just turned 21 talking about, you know what? I want to get married in my prime. I've got no bodies, or like, one body or whatever from high school, being a high school relationship with some guy, whatever. And I want to work on something with the man while he's on his way to the top and build with him. Never happens. Getting smashed out, plowed through, cleaned out, man, by whoever, when their body is its best. When their body is its best. And then after getting ran through, dug out, and anything you could imagine, they start thinking in their late 20s, early 30s, wait a minute, I think I want a good guy. I think I want to settle down. I think I want to be an honest woman for a man. Yeah. We know what happened to you. We know what happened to you. And we're no longer going to be your bailout plan, your starter husbands, because a lot of y'all out here, you think you're smarter than what you are because men have this drive for coochie. And we really didn't think that y'all were as sneaky as you are, because we're out here fighting wars every day we step out the house, man, dealing with other men, because men are always, we always got some kind of warfare going on. That's how men move, man. We out in these streets, man, it's a battle every day. We ain't paying y'all women no attention like that. But now y'all showed us, oh no, you got to pay them more attention than some dude that's trying to, destroy your empire or steal from you. Because these crazy weirdos are out here trying to destroy you from within. So we move differently. We're giving you the business that we give dudes, man. You know what I mean? Like, as far as watching them, watching how people move, how they speak, so we don't end up, getting bamboozled by some goofy that's trying to catch you when your guard is down. Y'all are on the same level, and now y'all are mad because we didn't want to never treat y'all like this. That's why we like to, consider y'all like princesses. But y'all got too much mouth, man. You got too much mouth. You don't do shit. You know what I mean? You talk tough. You got too much mouth. You always got something smart to say. You think it's witty, but you just saying some smart ass shit. You're not smart, so you're just a smart ass. You know what I mean? And that shit don't be landing like you think it does. It don't be hitting like you think it do. That's why we never really be going at y'all like that. But like now y'all are like really doing too much. It's like, nah, we gotta pay attention. We gotta adjust. We gotta take notes. And we gotta play these hoes, man. You know what I'm saying? We gotta play them. We don't let them play us. And y'all mad. It is what it is. It is what it is. It's just psychological warfare. It's what men do all the time to other men. It's how it goes down. And y'all weren't supposed to be dealing with this. There's just ugly sides of men in war that women aren't supposed to see. Hence the reason why we don't even have, women, female infantry. You know what I mean? You're not supposed to see certain things. And as men, we don't want to see you in certain ways or hurt, because then we start thinking erratic, and it's in our nature. That's why you guys can't even be in combat arms in the army. Even if you thought you could, the dudes wouldn't think right. They'd run in there and risk everything to go and save your ass. You know what I mean? It just is what it is. And then y'all are out here wanting to be considered on the same level as us. And it was a bad idea. Y'all want to get out here and talk like you really thought you had it going on. You really thought. It's crazy how the government got y'all addicted to all those benefits, and then they're ripping them from underneath y'all. And now y'all are going to be forced to go back to men. You're going to be forced to go back to men. You're going to be wanting and they're doing it now. They want strong guys that, because they can tell things are like, Trump's in there moving around, man, scaring the crap out of people. And whenever women get scared, they want to be able to lean in on masculine, traditional men that they know going to get things done, and not expect for her to, handle whoever breaks in, right? So it's just getting back to that. It's getting back to that. It's being forced upon y'all one way or another. You know what I'm saying? Don't fall for it, y'all. I'm telling you. Don't be falling for these women that are acting like they got to change your heart. And brothers, I'm out here in the trenches with y'all, man. You know how many opportunities for the box I've messed up by getting online and talking this way. Potential content creators, potential exes of mine, potential friends of my family, and my sisters. My sisters have always had hot friends. I could have rolled in a whole bunch of coochie. Whole bunch of coochie. They don't like the way I talk, man. Mess everything up getting on here. Not mess everything up completely. If I can get around these women in person, it's a different story. See, women being mad at me online is one thing. But those same women, if I was around them, my energy, my aura, my smile, the charisma, this ain't no pookie nothing. You can say it from a distance whenever you're looking at me on the phone. But if I was in your presence, you'd be looking for the first opportunity to cheat on your man. If you have one. It's apple cider vinegar. Let's dry my mouth out. Got a backup water. It's crazy. I don't know what I was thinking. I was like sitting here for 40 minutes, like, man, my mouth is dry. Apple cider vinegar, man. But yeah, man, look, gentlemen, hold the line. Don't fall for anything. Get your money right. When I get overseas and I set up shop, set up my home base, you guys, and y'all start seeing like women hitting me up on TikTok and stuff, you're going to want to do the same. I'm telling you, be over there. It's not about just moving somewhere into a nice place. You have to be somewhere that women want to be. Like, you have to be something that women want to have. You know, like you can't just be doing the same old, same old. You start moving around like that, you got your balcony overseas, man, you know, and then you got your house built here and everything on your land. So when you come back here, you got a place to stay or whatever. They know you stateside. And then you got your place over there, man, so they can lie to their man about going on vacation for whatever and then get smashed out, because it's hard for them to get out the house and cheat like they used to. But if they're going on a trip, it's easier. It's way easier, man. It brings your stock up too, man. Like, just the fact that you're more exclusive, it's hard for women to get to you, around you. They're never going to admit this, but look, man, where I'm at now, man, I have like these neighbors. I was talking about it earlier. I got these women. I ain't never seen these women before. These women are like hot, dude. These like hot chicks come out there walking around my house, like walking in front of my house, up and down these roads right here, man. You know, women will find a way to get around you when you're that dude, man. Women will find a way to get around you, bro. And you got these women online talking tough. Let me tell you what they're going to do. They're going to make the sisterhood feel one way, like, yeah, girl, I got you. Yeah, fuck these men. Oh, these niggas. And then as soon as she online, like, man, what's that dude's Instagram? Let me go ahead and see if he, is single and, what part of Thailand he's in, because I need to go on vacation. The hell with the sisterhood. You know what I'm saying? That's how they be moving, man. They never gonna tell you. Women, they move in silence, man. They take shit to the grave, man. Even more so than dudes. Like, these women will be thinking that their girls are down with them, and she'll be like, man, I'm gonna go overseas to like lie to them about anything. You know what I'm saying? I'm going on vacation, blah blah blah. You going over to get your back broken in Thailand by me? You'll never tell your homegirls that. And I don't kiss and tell. I'm a gentleman. I don't kiss and tell. You know what I'm saying? That's why dudes be mad at me, because I never get online and tell y'all who I'm messing with, what woman. Man, what? Never gonna happen. That's why I be like, take care of your girl, so nobody else got to, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm not that dude, man. When I'm getting with a woman, I'm making sure she ain't got no STDs, and she ain't got no STDs. I don't know if I mentioned it, but I'm making sure she ain't got no STDs, man. I ain't say nothing about making sure she ain't got no damn man. You know what I'm saying? They ain't first thing out of my mouth. I'm being Thailand. If she's black or white and she ain't no, Thai chick, you ain't from here. You more likely got a man. I'm not gonna be asking. I'm looking for STDs, man. Did I make mention of that? That's all I'm looking for, man. Cold sores. Whatever I can see, man. Whatever I can catch. Go through her social media looking for cold sores. You know what I mean? Trying to catch whatever I can, dude. I don't give a shit who's on her arm. I'm gonna be in Thailand. It's gonna be hard as hell for you niggas to get to me. You don't even know where I live at in North Carolina. I don't show my home in any of my videos. Not a corner of it, not the front of it, not the street that it's on. That's not happenstance or coincidence. No, I don't move like that. Ain't none of your business. You'll never know. I'm moving with the same energy when I get to Thailand. Right? You think you're going to be like, I'm going to recognize the beach he's on. How you know if I'm going to be walking up and down the beach for you? Yeah, bruh. I'm over there, and the only way you're gonna know that I'm over there because I'm telling you I'm over there. Other than that, man, if some chick DMing me, how would you know? How would you know? And I already done put it out. I'll take your girl. You getting mad about it, feeling some type of way about it, making counter videos about guys that take other men's women. They're weak. Oh man, kiss my ass. You know what I'm saying? Your bitch gonna be licking my nuts. I'm not worried about you, man. Do what you gotta do at home so she ain't out there straying. You know what I'm saying? Because you might end up having your girl come back to you with dick fresh on her breath. Mad at me about that, man. I ain't got nothing to do with that. What woman is single, bro? You tell me a woman that you know is 100% single, not talking to nobody, not in a situationship, not sending no one pictures. What woman do you know is completely single that looks worth anything? I'll wait. And when you find her, you know, that needle in the haystack or her under that rock, let me know so I can get one too. They all got somebody. It depends on the level of somebody they got. I don't have time to be asking all them damn questions about that goofy ass shit. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely, man. Got to keep the grass cut low, man. I be telling these people, man, like, you know, you take care of your girl, and wherever she go, you go, man. She if she can get away from you and you not going with her, just chalk it to the game and know she's cheating, dude. I never found proof of my ex working with her entire family and all them niggas trying to smash her out. I never had found physical proof of nothing. All I know is you was away from me for 30 plus days. You had money in your pocket. That means you had dick in your mouth. Enough said. I'm done. I'm out. I'm not that dude to be playing with like that. I don't give a damn. What good are you as a woman if you're a cheating ass female? Can't build nothing with you. I can't trust you with nothing. You serve no purpose. If I got you, I can get another one like you or better. If I made you, I can make another one. We're not doing this. I'm not doing this, man. So, what, like, to sum this up, you put yourself in position to be the best version. Man, I gotta go on this run. Damn it. You put yourself in position to be the best version of yourself, and then so your boys over here. I put myself back into school, and nobody make me do it. You know what I'm saying? Doing it just to be doing it. I was doing so much research and reading and everything. Might as well do it in the structure of school and get a degree out of it. So I'm going to go ahead and knock out this degree in less than a year real quick while I'm learning all this stuff. You know what I'm saying? You know, take advantage of the benefits I get from the military. You know, out here training like I did in the military. A lot of people don't believe in doing insanity. That workout insanity, I don't do it to lose weight. I do it before the stamina gains, the endurance gains. It's just like doing PT that we used to do every morning in the Army. That's the same type shit that we did. And they weren't doing that to help you lose weight. It was keeping you agile, keeping you quick, you know, working on those tendons and things of that nature, man. Calisthenic type of hit workouts. That's not really for losing weight. That's why they had you go for runs and walks. The runs after doing all of that and the walks were for the weight loss and building up everything. That's why they have you calling cadence and stuff while you're running, right? That's what that's for. But the actual workouts were for different reasons, man. Calisthenic purposes. So, you know, people that think that stuff don't serve a purpose, it's not meant to lose weight. I'm not doing it to lose weight. You know, I don't do it for that reason. You got to be meant. It's like getting up, you know, and going to PT. It's like a mental thing. Like, I got to go to do this. It's a mental thing. It's a mental thing. It's you making yourself do something that's got you jumping up and doing it. It's a mental thing. Instead of me just, you know, walking up and down the road or going for a run, that I got to mentally prepare myself for something that's going to, you know, take me out of my comfort zone. And I'm going to be in pain for 30 to 40 minutes. Straight pain. You don't get no real breaks. He gives you like 30 seconds in between the sets, and you have 4 sets to do. And there's 4 or 5 workouts per set. It's the pain, man. You know what I mean? So that's what that's for, really, dude. And the weightlifting helps you lose weight as well, you know, but hit training, or at least it's just for that reason only. I have to put that out there because some people just be making fun of it. And listen, some people don't know how to describe it. Some people probably use it to lose weight, but they don't know what they're doing. We never did PT in the morning, and we would do all that jumping around and mountain climbers and push-ups, and it'd be, all right, y'all done. You're good to go. That's all. That's good. You done burned all the calories you need for the day. Nah, you would do that shit, and then you go for a run. Yeah. You do it, then you go for a run. You know what I'm saying? So, a lot of people, man, they listen to what you say, but they don't know the full spectrum of things and what you're really doing. And you got to keep it to yourself. Keep these things to yourself. Y'all all seen that Austin Hall or whatever that black dude is with that little morning routine thing. And I my only thing to say about that is it's fake as hell. And it's so crazy that people can just take trends, consolidate them in one video, and people believe it. Take trends that he's seen other people doing that have got. Why don't no one think like no one questions anything? They just go with it. That dude took all these different trends that other people had going on, and that he can see that other people are trying to get done or make a big deal, consolidated it all in one video, knowing that none of it makes any sense. As a person that gets up early like that, a real one that gets up early like that, I'm not getting up, spending a couple hours bullshitting around, dude. Like, that don't even make any sense. Writing in a book and all that kind of stuff. These are things that he's seen other people doing and trying to make, popular and trend, put it all in one video. Put in the work, man, and you'll be able to recognize other people and women that are putting in the work. And those women and those people will recognize it in you too. And you'll be vibrating at a certain place to where only certain people can rock with you, and everyone else is not doing what's needed to be done. They'll hate your guts. They can't stand you. They want to get away from you. But I got to get off of here. Hey, I appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Did I get this coming up right here? That's what I'm trying to tell, man. These guys, man, they'll never know. LeBron, they'll never know, man. Like, I got an idea to prove it, but I'm gonna wait till I get to Thailand to do it, because every time I bring up anything, somebody will be talking about it on their channel or whatever. So they'll never understand, man, when you're attractive and women be coming after you. They don't get it. They don't know the life you live. They don't know how you're super selective, and how women be peeping you. And when you're attractive, how women go out of their way to humble you. Not all women, but mainly like black women and other American women, because it's American woman culture. But they'll be trying to humble you, man, all the time. And you can go to another country and be a third of the man you are and get treated like a king. None of that stuff makes any sense to me. And if you have to humble a man to try to get a good man at a deal, then you ain't worth nothing. You don't deserve him. But I appreciate y'all. You guys smash the like button. Go ahead and subscribe. I'm working on trying to make sure I don't cuss as much. I talk to my dad, and my dad be like, he be getting on me, man. He be like, man, why are you cussing so much? And then he's like, man, why are you saying the N-word so much, man? He's like, I raised you better than that. Because my dad don't say N-word at all. At all. He came from that generation of, we fought too hard for y'all to be out here. So I gotta respect it, man. So I'm gonna work on it, trying to be better, y'all. One step at a time. And that doesn't mean that I won't have a relapse every now and again. But I'm human, and it happens. Okay? Just human. But smash the like button, subscribe, drop a comment, troll if you like, hit the like or dislike. Make sure you share the lives. You guys are doing great. The live streams are starting to go viral, which is what I want. I want to switch over mainly to live streaming. That's my bread and butter. I love streaming more than pre-recorded. I'm still going to drop pre-recorded videos, but I need the energy of the live stream. I can feel the haters' energy. I can feel my soul tribe's energy. I can feel content creators that want to jump in my comment section and say something, but they just know about that life and they really ain't built like that. So I like that. And I'm gonna keep doing that for the most part, but I'm definitely gonna take the best parts, post them on the pre-record side, give you guys a nice little thumbnail, maybe do a little editing depending on, how I feel. but it's the live streams. You guys, you have to respect the people that live stream. They're not taking it easy and playing it safe and messing up their video and recording it over and over and over till they get it right. No, they're giving you themselves, authentic as possible in that moment. You got to respect that, man. You got to respect that. So I do respect all people that go live. I do, whether you're faceless or not, you do get a certain level of respect from me for going live. It takes a lot to go live. And no matter how big, bad, and tough people act online, if you're not going live, then you're terrified of your live stream audience. You're terrified that people are going to troll you like you troll people. You're terrified that people are going to leave crazy comments like you've done to other people. You're terrified. Or you're terrified they're going to do it to you like you've seen other people getting it done to them. You're being a coward, is what I'm saying. 3 C's. Code, conduct, and character. Absolutely, man. Go ahead and screenshot. You know what I'm saying? I like that. Screenshot and use that, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. And you guys, let me know how the titles are working. I got that in there. What I put in there? Real. Yeah. I've been putting masculine men in there, but I was talking to my dad and he was like, yeah, go ahead and put real masculine. Yeah, you got it. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to my pops for that idea. But support the growth and the innovation, you guys, trying to bring different concepts and different things to the niche and different kind of content and not just copy paste. Remember what I say, that copy paste is the killer of creativity, right? That's the devil. The devil always tries to imitate the Most High God. The devil gets irritated when the Most High God shows himself in this realm and wants to take away from the light that God is shining and make everybody think, oh, it ain't nothing. We can all do it. We can all do it. It ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing to it. That's how they move. That's what they be thinking when they do that kind of stuff. You're supposed to be inspired. You're not supposed to be inspired to do the exact same thing. That's jealousy and envy. That's not inspiration and motivation. Ain't nothing about that that's God. That's the devil working through you, right? So know that. And I know a lot of y'all get mad at me about that, and a lot of y'all are content creators, but if it's resonating with you, man, you might want to work on some things. I ain't making it resonate with you. I'm just telling you the truth. I don't copy people. And I try to give credit to anyone that I do get any kind of inspiration from or anything. I try to. If I forget, then, but I don't just be, that shit is stupid. How can I get closer to God and become my most authentic self if I'm regurgitating and becoming bits and pieces of somebody else? That don't make any sense. I'm putting on more mask. That doesn't make any sense. How can I come off authentic and really build a tribe of people online that'll rock with me no matter what through whatever I decide to post or my growth if I'm putting on more mask, every time I go online and nobody can really tell who the hell I am. My soul tribe gonna rock with me no matter what direction I decide to go into because they're rocking with me for the journey. We're all about the journey, the everyday, the right now, the moment, right? The beauty of the moment, everything that it took for that moment to happen. That's what my soul tribe is about. We all grow and learn from each other over here. So when you ain't doing that, and that's on you, man, you got some issues and some demons to work on. I'll never stop trying to be creative, no matter my videos, audio's off or audio don't work at all, or that's me innovating. And whenever you think that I'm doing something wrong or messing up, that's a lesson, nigga. It's not a loss. I learned something from that. How can it be a loss if I learn something from it? It ain't no loss. That's a lesson. It's only a loss if you don't get back up and try again or do better next time. So while y'all been sitting online eating off my plate, while I go through all the scratches, the bruises, the messing up and posting it, not running from it, right? I'm learning from those different lessons. All you're doing is taking regurgitated food from my mouth as I feed you like a bunch of baby birds. You know what I'm saying? I don't know nothing about that. I love my lessons just the way it is. Okay, so take what you can from that. I'm hoping that I can inspire you to do better and not take what I say personally. But if you do take it personal, oh well, it is what it is, right? Anyway, no matter what, in the day, love and light, and I appreciate everybody that joined. Man, let me know when you do, man. You know what I do. I support everybody that supports me. Man, I mirror energy. I was talking to one of my friends yesterday, and she hit me up. Like I said earlier, and she just let me know, like, man, I don't know if anyone told you this, but you got yourself together, man. You looking good lately. And she's just my friend. We don't look at each other like that. We don't do anything or nothing like that. It's like, I don't know if anybody told you. Like, well, no, honestly, no. No one has told me like that. You know what I mean? And I really appreciate that. She didn't have to do it. So once she did that, man, I let her know what I've noticed. It was bouncing back and forth, man. Just, hey, I appreciate you for what you've been doing. And that energy breeds more positive energy, man. And I'm a mirror. So if you're giving me positive energy, I'm gonna be like the biggest cheerleader for you. Anything that you've been doing that I've noticed, I'm gonna let you know. I'm gonna let you know. And when I say something to you, like even like when she was speaking, like she said, I know when it comes from you, you mean what you say, because I don't just be giving out compliments just to be giving out compliments. And everything I say to you is gonna be directly from what you're showing that you're doing some type of way. I'm just saying, I can see the progress. So, that's what I'm all about. Feeding into, each other, man, like helping build each other up, not finding different reasons to criticize each other and correct each other. Unless that's asked for, it shouldn't be done. You should be trying to be a friend and helping somebody out. So that's how I move. And I don't let no hater, secret hater be around me or nothing like that. And I understand the game as well. So when I get my girl or, whoever I'm messing with, if I'm not doing what I need to be doing, then somebody else going to do it for me. It is what it is, So that's all, just wanted to put this video out really quickly. I got to go and handle a little bit. I waited too late, so I can't go out here and go for this run. It's about to be dark here in a minute or two, so I'm going to have to figure out something else. I'm probably going to go to the gym and run or something like that. I hate running at the gym, man. I hate running at the gym. I might try to go for a quick run before it gets too dark. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try to go for a quick run before it gets too dark. I could probably get 15 minutes. I'll do sprints. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do some sprints real quick. You know what I mean? Absolutely, man. Anything that's relaxed, chill vibe, I'm all about it, man. I would have supported you whether it was rap or whatever anyway, but I'm all about that mellow R&B, jazz, country, anything where the vibration of it is high. It doesn't put you in your lower chakras. Any of that, I'm all for it. You know what I mean? All for it. But I appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying? LeBron, my brother, appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? Ladies, check in. I know you're watching. Check in. And if you want to be a part of this movement and when I'm going to be getting started, ladies, you might want to go ahead and put your bids in now. Don't wait till it's too late, because if you do, I'm going to play you. I'm going to play you like you've been playing me, watching me all these months and acting like you don't know that I exist while I'm getting you wet. I'm going to play your face. I'm going to play you right to your face. Okay? And then you'll know that I know that you've been watching me for quite some time. And you should have done it earlier. So now you can kiss my ass. Right? Anyway, I'm out, man. Yeah.
In this game, you gotta have that dog in you.
Made in America.